Welcome back to Get Even Story Mode. So, on the last episode, we got gassed and knocked the fuck out. We have something strange on our head, like a VR headset or something, and that probably has something to do with the mystery. So, we are still in something that looks like a creepy abandoned hospital, or something. This is like one of those urbex videos. Have you guys ever watched those like urban exploration videos? Like some of those, creepy as hell, you totally expect there to be a jump scare the entire time. And it's creepier because nothing ever happens. Except for there are some videos, the guy's like, something just didn't feel right. Or like they talk about hearing noises with no explanation, and it's like, yeah, I'm actually getting chills down my spine talking about it right now. Like there are some of these urbex guys that like, my dad is a big fan of those kinds of videos. He hypothesizes that there might have been like squatters in the house or something like that. God damn, is it creepy. Anyways, so there's a table over there, and that looks like a pistol, which makes me happy. Ooh, creepy violins.
Wait, a gun. My gun.
Consider it security, Mr. Black. A token of trust.
How can I trust you when you knocked me out and put this thing on my head?
To explain, your memory was damaged in the explosion, leaving two questions that you came to us
to answer. Why were you there?
And who was the girl?
I know why I was there. To save the girl.
Then we are making progress.
Please.
Proceed.
Proceed with what? Hello?
Okay. So, in some way, I'm reliving my memories. That also means that, in a way, all bets are off on realism. So, if my memories are distorted, so it's basically like a case of unreliable narrator. Things that are physically impossible could happen, because that's the way I remember them. Okay, so I guess that's like the headset that I have on. Whew.
Analysis complete. Memory unit RR003. Codename Pandora Savant.
Looks like the same thing I'm wearing.
Memory visualization headset. Pandora Savant. After R. Ramsey. Designer R. Ramsey. Visualization headset. It's like the Oculus Rift, but for memories. I have some memories I'd like to relive. Okay. Lythurst Asylum. So it's an asylum, but that doesn't explain why there are all the prosthetics. Anyways, Lythurst Asylum, Spirehouse Lane, Blackwell, Brahms Grove, B601QD. That might... Somebody should look that up. Is that like an actual postal code? Identification data. Inmate number 617. Name John Keating. Address 112 High Street. Date of birth 9/11/1956. Ooh. Age 40. So that puts this at being what, 2006? Am I stupid? So 1996 would have been, yeah. Age 40, 2006. Yeah. So age 40. This was written in 2006. Place of birth, Worcester. Would it be Worcester? I don't know. Sex male. Sex please. Race Caucasian. Hair red, eye green, height 6'2", weight 172. Yeah, that's a pretty good weight for his height. Patient was an English literature teacher at Summerfield High School, but after a car accident, he developed a possible Clover-Bussy syndrome. Case information. 2 weeks ago, the patient was injured in a car accident. When he finally came to, he displayed some curious symptoms. He was unable to recognize family and friends, was unusually calm, almost apathetic, and would frequently try to put different objects in his mouth. For example, his notebook, empty paper cups. After being diagnosed, the patient was transported to our facility, whereupon he commenced carbamazepine treatment. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, they're wearing the same headset. He's alive too. Inspect identification data. Let's pull it up this way. There's asylum. Date of birth 1969, age 28. So I'm going to bring up some math here because it's almost 1 a.m. and I do not feel like doing mental math. 1969 plus 28. So that puts this at 1997. Place of birth, Worcestershire. Sex, male. Race, Caucasian. Hair, brown. Eye, blue. Height, 6'1". Weight, 165. That's kind of embarrassing for me. Anyways, general remarks. Patient suffers from anxiety disorder and possible depressive disorder. Same! Anyways, outwardly calm when any and all decisions are made by a third party, yet agitated when left to make choices themselves. Submissive and inactive by nature, patient will quickly become anxious and argumentative if left alone for long periods. Case information. Patient admitted after being found screaming and crying in local supermarket. The police report outlines that the patient was whispering, "They're already here and they know what I did. Oh God, have mercy on me." After brief evaluation, patient was admitted to our institution and sedated. Immediate psychiatric interview showed thoughts and fixations of morbidity, death, and murder. Patient is talkative yet highly unresponsive to question. Okay. I'm really tempted to try to shoot them, but yeah, that's what I thought. Patient 518, bipolar disorder. Patient 213, major depressive disorder. And patient 746, alcoholic hallucinosis. Puppet master worshipper. Huh. Well, that's fascinating. And I wasted one bullet.
You think you've got me figured out? You just wait. I'll crawl behind your back and then you.
Match found. Leonard Shelby, 31. Missing persons registry number 0210. Case reported September 2000.
September 2000? Wait, that was... When was that?
15 years ago? Age somewhere between 30 and 35. Constant supervision required. Morbid thoughts and suicidal tendencies place this patient in a high-risk category of potential self-harm. Patient suffers from dissociative amnesia, exhibiting a false sense of self, personal history, and overall worldview. Patient claims to have been a victim of a recent trauma, but cannot recall details. If allowed, patient exhibits a tendency to wander throughout the hospital with no discernible direction. When questioned as to the destination, it has been noted that the patient will reply, "Here," before settling down wherever they have been stopped. Patient handed himself into Whitehall Police Station, exhibiting erratic behavior. In an interview, the patient would only ask for Catherine, his wife. In later questioning, the patient exhibited no memory of the aforementioned Catherine, and a later suicide attempt, while in police custody, prompted patient transfer to our facility. And he's wearing the same goggles as I am. I get? Yeah, I do get evidence when I look at this guy. I probably should have figured that out earlier. Somebody was in the comments being like, "Damn you, stupid."
Match found. Walt Kaufman, 28. Armed Forces. Unit classified.
Armed Forces? What's he doing here?
Okay. So, I have learned very little.
Hey!
Oh!
Hey, friend, over here! You got out? How did you get out? You can't leave me here.
Just hang on. What's going on here? Where are we?
Please, you've got to help me. The switch there, it opens this door. You have to help me.
This is a bad. This is probably a bad idea. Press the button. Okay, 1 second. Let me scan this guy.
Match found. Samson Charnel. Patient number 39.
Do I have any information previously on a patient number 39? Let's check.
Just open the door. Get me out before he puts me back in.
Okay, who's he? Anyways. Let's see. Follow this guy back this way. Wrong one. But this is the right one. Yeah. Now.
Thank you. You won't regret this. You won't regret this at all.
Actions will have consequences. That guy will remember this. Okay, well, I might have done the wrong thing, but I will not find out until later. Somebody in the comments will probably be screaming, but that's okay. I hear you, buddy. I'm screaming too. Ooh. I hear electricity, and it's a bad thing if you can hear the electricity. Heart of Darkness, Horrors of the Asylum, by Richard Bachman. Okay, 1 second. So there's a URL there, wweekly.co.ukg. So, let's see what happens when we look up wweekly.co.ukg. Nothing. And nothing for any of the autocorrects. Okay. So, built in 1962 to house 500 inmates, Lythurst Asylum had over 2,000 patients at its peak in the mid-80s. 15 years later, so mid-80s, let's say that's 1985. 1985 plus 15 would put it at like 2,000. 15 years later, the facility was forced to close due to allegations of numerous ex-patients, together with a, together with a series of newspaper articles regarding shocking and unorthodox treatment used by director of the institution, Dr. William Benway. Benway held the radical belief that all mental disorders are caused by bodily infections, and that the most direct way to cure a patient is by removing the offending infection. Reports suggest he would pull patients' teeth out, and if he deemed the treatment unsuccessful, would frequently remove other body parts too, including testicles, uteruses, ovaries, and stomachs. He claimed the method had a 90% cure rate, but in reality many of the patients died, which Benway would refer to as the ultimate cure. Benway and his methods eventually gave rise to the Lythurst Asylum's nickname, The Hospital of Lost Teeth. Does that explain why I found all those prosthetics? That's not okay. Ugh. Ugh. The fuck? Okay. That is not a door I can interact with. Oh, okay, but clearly I need to go this way. Yeah, this way.
I told you to ignore them, Mr. Black. If the treatment is to succeed, I need your cooperation.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm not sure how to feel about Mr. Red there. Benway... Okay, so this is a continuation of the same story. From October 21st, 2010. Benway gave the patients LSD with the instruction that they must now discover their inner selves. He admitted his previous theory about the bodily infections was probably imperfect, but having seen the results of Dr. Elliot Baker's therapy... Okay, one moment here. Dr. Elliot Baker. Dr. Elliot Baker. Okay, apparently Dr. Elliot Baker is a fictional character. From the movie Mighty Joe Young, which was a... Yep, no, that's not relevant at all. That's just coincidence. Okay, anyways. The results of Dr. Elliot Baker's therapy, he believed that LSD might be the key to cure all mental issues. It is crucial, he said, that the patient is naked on high doses of LSD and put in solitary for at least 2 weeks. That sounds like one hell of a fun time. Predictably, patients' conditions would often take a turn for the worse after such treatment. Some of the more extreme cases involved a schizophrenic patient, Richard Pickman, pulling his eyes out and eating them, with another, Ronald Opus, committing suicide by self-strangulation. "I've never made a single mistake," said Dr. Benway when asked about his patient's allegations. In 1999, the hospital closed its doors for good. Many local residents and ex-patients hope it will be demolished, but for now it stands abandoned. In 2003, it served as a setting for a low-budget horror movie, The Final Session. That is not a surprise, because the place is creepy as shit. Okay. Can't do that. Got some creepy sounds going on, but that's par for the course by now. What is you? Okay. Patient worked as a door-to-door salesman, but after suffering a mental breakdown, became a self-proclaimed cult leader. Samson. Oh, that's the guy that I already freed. You know what? Could be more harmful. I just released a cult leader. No biggie. Fuck. Oh shit! Why is my aim terrible? Okay. Well then. I just lost a bunch of ammo. And, oh yeah, the obligatory, oh my god, I just killed a man, kind of stuff. Okay. I see a little red thing glowing there. Probably not supposed to be glowing, though. Okay, so go back this way? Am I stupid? I mean, don't answer that, but... Okay... That's not okay. And I can hear the electricity, which is never a good thing.
Although your memory has been affected, your twitch response remains intact. Pure muscle memory. Fascinating.
What is this? Place is filled with runaways, criminals, ex-military. Who the fuck am I? And why the fuck am I armed?
I understand your curiosity, but there will be time for questions later, Mr. Black. Please, proceed.
I owe you my freedom. I will repay you in kind. I know the way. The passage is open. Samson. So is that Samson Charnel, as in the guy that I just killed? Question mark. Like, did I kill him? If this is a simulation of some sort, then I didn't actually kill him. Okay. John Linden must be kept medicated. I was about to say meditated. Medicated at all times. Constant supervision required. Solitary recommended. Patient suffers from severe memory loss, making it impossible for him to differentiate fantasy from reality. He reports both visual and auditory hallucinations, coupled with frequent out-of-body experiences. Believes he was abducted by some unidentified organization that tried to erase and destroy the patient's memory, unsuccessfully in the patient's own opinion. Patient was found wandering aimlessly near the Barnt Green Woods Nature Trail, wearing only blood-stained underwear. He assaulted 2 police officers who were called out to investigate, and was subsequently arrested with some struggle. When finally restrained, the patient began screaming, "You don't even see the cages inside your heads." Other references to the officers being blind fools and poor servants were also recorded during transit. So another profile of a crazy person. Oh, that is weird. Why are you lighting up like that? That's not how the Force works. No, that's not how that should work. Okay, so I'm getting near evidence here. But why don't? Something on the other end of this. But I'm not going to waste ammo in trying to find out if I can break it down.
First birthday, second birthday, fourth birthday? No, never third, never.
Okay.
Someone there? Yes. Someone real. Turn on the light. Let me see.
That can't hurt.
No! What did you do? Why doesn't it work? Where are they? You've taken away all the cake and presents! You'll be so upset, you monster! Monster!
What did you do, Mr. Black? Understand, your actions here will have consequences. You must take responsibility for them. It's all part of the treatment.
Sorry, what?
You damaged that circuit while toying with the fuse box earlier. Cause and effect, Mr. Black. That's why you're here. Action,
Okay.
reaction.
Past and present.
Please, proceed.
Proceed with what? Fuck's sake.
I don't think there's any way to progress with the game without toying with that fuse box. Hi there. How you doing?
Always searching. You truly are the diligent detective, Mr. Black. An admirable quality that will come in quite useful.
As we prepare for our first little trip.
The more external stimuli
You engage with while wearing the
Pandora unit, the more effective your synaptic recall will be. Please, continue.
Okay, that is all the time I have for now. If you guys like what you've seen so far, leave a like and a comment down below and subscribe to my channel. I shall see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.